I'm Conrad Anderson, teacher of IB History, the IB Diploma Program Coordinator, as well as the Director of Debate and the Knowledge Bowl Coach at South St. Paul Secondary School. I've been given the honor to present the award to this year's Outstanding Male Activities Honoree. This award recognizes a senior male and his achievements. In addition, he has also demonstrated good sportsmanship and has maintained an acceptable scholastic record. This year's recipient is Jacob Heimsoth. Jacob is receiving this award for his participation in leadership in activities such as band, math team, and Knowledge Bowl. However, Jacob is also incredibly well-rounded and devoted time to cross-country and track. John Devine, South St. Paul Secondary's band director, has this to say about Jacob. Jacob is a very involved member of the band program. He has been involved in all of our extracurricular activities at some point during his high school career. He was a member of the Winter Drumline for multiple years, in jazz band for the last 2 years, and finished out his high school career by joining the show band that accompanies the Southside Sensation Show Choir. Jacob is also an active member of the pep band and helps support our teams at most of the events that we played. Jacob is one of the leaders and role models in the band program. He works hard, constantly developing his musical skills and always bringing a positive attitude to rehearsals. I've gotten to know Jacob on a more personal level over the last 2 years. He would frequently visit me in the band room, and we would talk about what's going on in his life and his plans for the future. I have always been impressed with his work ethic, attitude, and accomplishments. He's an outstanding member of not only the music program, but also multiple other activities he is involved in at South St. Paul. I wish him well for the future and appreciate him as a person for what he has brought to the band program at South St. Paul. Chris Bakken and Manuel Spragle, Jacob's track coaches, offered this about Jacob. Basically, Jacob Heimsoth was like an assistant coach to us. We would ask him for his opinion on anything that we were doing, and he would give me an honest assessment. We truly respect Jacob because as one of our runners who was never in front of winning races, he nevertheless would always choose the most difficult workout. This showed us quite a bit, as an easier workout would have made his time in track a lot easier. He led with enthusiasm, ran with vigor, and always did everything with a smile on his face. Jacob didn't differentiate between younger guys or more popular guys on the distance team. To him, everyone deserved his leadership, encouragement, and great attitude. Brandon Lambert, Jacob's cross-country coach, has this to say about Jacob. In cross country, I christened Jacob Heimsoth with the nickname Hot Sauce. It wasn't because he was fast. He wasn't. It was just more fun to say than Heimsoth. Like I said, Jacob was never fast, and that was never what cross country was about for him. For Jacob, cross country was more about fellowship. Yes, he worked hard and without complaint, and yes, his times did improve. But my favorite memories of Jacob were on the bus rides after meets or during stretching after practice, where he always had a story to tell, a meme to share, or very specifically, a picture of himself dressed as Fat Elvis in his younger, more indulgent and less athletic years. Having him on the team was like having another adult around. So when Eli said something incoherent or Grant was being over the top, I could look at Jacob and we would just shake our heads in shared understanding. Jacob always understood. Jess Davis, math team coach, has this about Jacob. I first met Jacob as Jake from State Farm as a freshman in Honors Advanced Algebra. I've enjoyed getting to know him as a valuable part of the high school math team his entire South St. Paul Packer Math League career. He's an energetic and thoughtful teammate who models for others how to approach the challenges with humor and grace. He has been voted as the team's Spirit Award and team captain throughout the years. Jake's dedication to his peers in the process of learning is evidenced by the fact that he chose to take a full PSEO schedule his senior year, yet you could find Jake in the hallways and school at most days participating in various high school-related activities. On a personal note, I have immensely enjoyed getting to know Jake through meaningful conversation as a student who will check in with deliberate effort to maintain connections. His wit, charm, and approach to life and learning have been a joy to watch as he's grown into an outstanding young Packer leader. And finally, as Jacob's Knowledge Bowl coach, I personally have been incredibly impressed with Jacob's maturity and the example that he has set for our program. I first met Jacob when I went to Mr. Keneally's history class to try to recruit students by playing a round of knowledge bowl questions with some students that volunteered. In the 15 minutes that I interacted with those students, one student in particular showed not only a great amount of knowledge, but showed an enthusiasm that was infectious. And I knew I needed to find a way to get him on the Knowledge Bowl team. Of course, that was Jacob. Jacob has a way of making everyone around him better, something that I witnessed over the past 3 years, especially in the role as captain during the last year. Even though Jacob will be missed by our team, the students that follow have learned a lot about what it means to be a leader, and his legacy will continue. Congratulations, Jacob, and thank you for your leadership and commitment to South St. Paul activities. You are going to go on to do great things in the future and continue to make South St. Paul proud.